So I grew up in a small town, Tipton, a little farm community, most people here know. My father was a truck driver, my mother was an accountant like me, and I went to Franklin College out of high school, graduated from Franklin College. I moved to Ohio and started working for Central Soya then, and started working on my graduate degree at that time. So I was going to school at nights and working during the day as an accountant for Central Soya. And that company was actually sold to ADM, and that would have been in the late 80s, early 90s, probably early 90s. And I worked for ADM for a while, then went to work for Koch Industries, the same group that includes Koch Nitrogen that a lot of people here are familiar with, a vendor of ours. I was in that group for a few years, and that's when we purchased Purina Mills. And then I transitioned over into the trucking side or the logistics side of things. And I was still in accounting roles in all those companies for the most part, controllers, division controllers, auditor for a while, things like that. When I moved into transportation, I got into then a small company, and I ran a trucking company from 2000 to about 2013 called Magnum Logistics here in Indianapolis, and grew that company from really a startup to a nice middle market transportation company. We did trucking, brokerage, third-party logistics, things like that for a number of years in the transportation sector. And I enjoyed that a lot. And then I got a little burnout on transportation. It can be a difficult industry, and so then I moved into the driver staffing side of transportation, just dealing with hiring truck drivers and like account temps for truck drivers. And did that all over the country, ran a division that was really Boston to LA, and did that, and that's what I was doing prior to coming here and getting back into a financial role with Co-Alliance just here in June. You know, it's very exciting to me. I think it's not a secret here. Everyone knows I'm learning this job from my brother, who's been here 30 plus years and helped build this organization. And so for me, I have the opportunity now over the next few months to learn from him, the guy who actually built it, and absorb as much as I can and make that transition into, as he retires, does what he wants to do in his retirement, then I get to take all of that and now look at, okay, well, what's next? And I see that happening throughout the organization. We've had a lot of retirements. It's just the generation we're in right now, right? We've had a lot of retirements at a senior level as well as a managerial level and even the field level. I've seen any number of people who have recently retired or are retiring in our organization, all over our organization. And I think that can be a little scary for people who do business with us. Will it be the same? Will I continue to get the service I used to get before? And I look at it as an opportunity to get even better, because we get to take, and I think we're managing this right, because almost all these transitions are happening with people in place. I get to learn from John for 3 or 4 months, right? I've not had very many opportunities where I step in. Usually it's what? You step in, here's the desk, here's the folder, and go figure it out. We're not doing that. We're managing all of our transitions at the senior level, at the field level. We're actively managing those transitions. And I think that's the exciting part, because to me, you get the best of both, right? We're gonna manage that transition to keep you the service level in any aspect of the business of what we're getting today. And in my role, okay, the board has expectations from the finance group that we're gonna continue to meet. John's gonna teach me how to do all those things to make sure our board is as informed as our board can be, and that our leadership team has the information that they need when they need it. So he'll teach me those things, because obviously we're doing that well today. But now we have an opportunity with new leadership throughout the company and with new employees throughout the company to say, well, what's next? How do you want to look at this business differently? And that's the excitement for me, is we get to take both. We've been doing it well. Nobody's saying anything's broken, but can we do better? And you know, you can always get better. Everybody can always get better. If we're working to continually improve and say, I can get better, that's fine, but I can get better, then we'll just provide a better service throughout our organization, whether you're a service group like me in accounting, I'm a service group, or you're at the forefront talking to the customer or delivering product to the customer. You get better.